welcome to Earthen Vessels Drama Company's 9th production of A Christmas Carol here at the beautiful King Opera House. Now, before we get started, I would like to lay down some rules. First, familiarize yourselves with the exits to your right and into the lobby. So if you ever have an emergency, please use those. And your cellular communication devices, I would ask that you please silence them and refrain from any calling or texting. Now, you are free to take photos, but please refrain from using any flashes because that not only distracts us cast, but it also distracts your fellow audience members around you as well. Now, the best sort of stories are ones that you can enter with all your heart. And that's why I would very much like to invite you to join our story tonight. Feel free to applause or laugh or cry if the occasion requires. Well, it looks like the show is about to begin, so ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the show and get yourselves ready for the greatest ghostly little Christmas story ever written, A Christmas Carol.
Bells all sing the same, go clear the way, ding. Go, ding, ding, dong, Jack, the song, great caroling, all caroling, one seems to hear words of the cheer, come, ring, 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 touch that boy and you'll lose your fingers.
Sorry.
What's it you all doing here littering the streets? Off with you, I say, off with you. Ah, humbug, out of my way! Out of my way!
Marley was dead to begin with. There's no doubt whatever about that. Now, nothing wonderful can come of this story unless that fact is clearly understood. So I'll say again, Marley was dead. Dead and buried. And the register of his burial was signed by 4 people. Let's see now. There was the clergyman, and the clerk, the undertaker, of course, and the only mourner, Mr. Ebenezer Scrooge. Oh. Now, mind you, I'm not meaning to say that Scrooge was so dreadfully cut up by the sad loss of his business partner. Soul mourner indeed. No. Why, on the very day of the funeral, Scrooge was such an excellent man of business that he struck an undoubted bargain. He took over Marley's home and everything that he owned, without the slightest bother.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Not so good, fair day only.
You're back early, sir.
The exchange closed early. Christmas, it appears, has a habit of keeping men from conducting business.
Oh, have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley has been dead these 7 years. In fact, he died 7 years ago this very night.
Our condolences, sir.
We have no doubt his liberality is well represented by his surviving partner.
Mr. Tyler, my daughter, Miss Tyler, at your service, sir. At this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it would usually more than desirable that we should make some slight provision for the poor and destitute who suffer greatly at the present time.
Many thousands on want of common necessities, Mr. Scrooge.
Are there no prisons?
Well, plenty of prisons.
And the workhouses, are they still in operation?
Well, they are. So I wish I could say they were not.
Oh, I'm very glad to hear it. From what you were saying, I was afraid something had happened to keep them from their useful course.
Since those institutions scarcely furnish Christian cheer of any kind, a few of us has chosen Christmas time to buy the course of meat and drink in needs of war.
Why?
Well, it is at this time of year, so when want is so keenly felt. Oh, but abundance rejoices. Well, what shall we put you down for, sir?
Nothing.
You wish to remain anonymous.
I wish to remain alone. Since you asked me what I wish, that is my answer. I support the establishments that I mentioned. They cost enough, and those who are badly off must go there.
But many cannot go there, sir. Frankly, many would rather die.
If they would rather die, let them do it, and decrease the surplus population. Besides, it isn't my business.
Isn't it, sir?
No, but enough for a man to run his own business and not interfere in other people's. Mine occupies me constantly. Good afternoon. Mr. Cratchit, see them out.
Yes, sir. May God have mercy on your soul, Mr. Scrooge.
Bah!
A Merry Christmas, Uncle. God save you.
Bah humbug!
Christmas, a humbug, Uncle. Oh, surely you don't mean that.
I do. What reason do you have to be merry? You're poor enough.
Oh, all right then. What reason do you have to be so dismal? You're rich enough.
Bah! What's Christmas time to you by the time you find yourself another year older and not an hour richer? Why, if I could work my will, every idiot who ran about with Merry Christmas on his lips would be boiled in his own pudding, buried with a stake of holly through his heart.
Uncle!
Nephew, keep Christmas in your way and I'll keep it in mine.
Keep it. You don't keep it at all.
Let me leave it alone then. A lot of good has ever done you. A lot of good has ever done anyone.
Oh, but Uncle, there are many things from which one can derive good and not profit, Uncle. I find that Christmas, even apart from the reverence due its sacred name and origin, if anything belonging to it can be apart from that. Yes, I find Christmas to be a good time. A kind, forgiving, charitable time. Oh, a time when men and women forget differences of class and opinion and remember those things which make us all one. And therefore, though it has never put a scrap of gold or silver into my pocket, oh, I believe Christmas has done us all great good. And I say, God bless it. Here, here.
Let me hear one more word out of you, Bob Cratchit, and you'll keep Christmas by losing your situation.
Oh, come, Uncle. Don't be angry. I came to ask you to dine with Bess and me tomorrow. What say you?
You ask the same thing year after year, and the answer is still the same.
Yes?
No.
But why, Uncle? Why do you refuse me?
Why did you marry against my wishes?
Why, because I fell in love, Uncle.
Well, you fell in love. Why, if there's anything more ridiculous than Christmas, falling in love.
Naturally. Oh, Uncle, my marriage was the making of me.
The ruin of you, you mean. You married a girl without a proper family, without a penny to her name. You fell in love. Humbug.
Nay, Uncle, I'll not have you speaking ill of my dear Bess, whom you've never even met.
Bah!
And besides, you never came to see me before I got married. Why give that as your reason now?
Good afternoon.
I want nothing from you, Uncle. I ask nothing of you. Why can't we be friends?
Good afternoon.
I am sorry with all my heart to find you so resolute. But I have made the trial in homage to Christmas. And I shall keep my Christmas humor to the last. May you, sir, have the merriest Christmas that you ever had.
Good afternoon.
Yes, and a happy new year.
Good afternoon.
A Merry Christmas, Bob.
Oh, Merry Christmas, sir.
Say, how is Mrs. Cratchit? And all the assorted little Cratchits.
Oh, well, very well, sir. Thank you.
Oh, jumping in the bed for Christmas.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, very eager.
Yes, indeed. And, the little lame one, forgive me, which one was
Oh, that would be Tim, sir.
Tim.
Tiny Tim.
he? And, how is he?
Oh, fairly well, sir. Getting a little better, I'm sure.
Oh, good, Bob, good. I am so glad to hear it. A Merry Christmas to you.
Oh, Merry Christmas to you too, son.
Yes, I see the time too, Cratchit. 5 minutes past the hour. So I do suppose a little more work could be done in any case.
Yes, Mr. Scrooge.
And I do suppose you'll be wanting the whole day off tomorrow.
If quite convenient, sir.
It's not convenient, and it's not fair. Why, if I were to withhold a half a crown for you, consider yourself ill-used. Yet you don't consider me ill-used when I pay you a day's wages with no work.
Well, it is only once a year, sir.
Poor excuse to pick a man's pocket once every 25th of December.
Yes, sir. I'm sure I'm very sorry, sir, to cause you such an inconvenience, sir. It's the family more than me, sir. They put their hearts into Christmas, as it were, sir.
And their hands in my pockets, as it were, sir. But I do suppose you'll need the whole day. Be here all the earlier the next morning.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Scrooge. Thank you, sir. It's more than generous.
It's a weakness of mine.
Merry Christmas.
Good evening, sir.
Here's another one. Here my clerk makes 15 shillings a week with a family to support, going on about a Merry Christmas. I'll retire to Bedlam. Be here all the earlier the next morning.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, sir. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Let's sing a song.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Wonderful idea.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us. us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. From God our heavenly Father, a blessed angel came, and unto certain shepherds tidings of the same, how that in Bethlehem was born the Son of God by name. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you join us in singing the first verse of this beautiful Christmas carol?
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day, to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
Excellent.
Scrooge ate his usual melancholy dinner in his usual melancholy tavern. He read all the newspapers, and then he spent the rest of Christmas Eve in the delightful occupation of reading through his banker's book. Having finished that, he walked home through the cold, snowy streets and entered his house through the heavy wooden door.
Raise money for the poor indeed. 30 years we spent building a fortune, Marley, old fellow. Now they want me to give it away to riffraff. Humbug.
Now, Scrooge hadn't given his dead partner a second thought since the mention of him earlier in the day. So it was a mite strange that, as he prepared for bed, he kept thinking of his old friend. The last time he'd seen him, lying cold and dead in a coffin. Naturally, that memory was not a pleasant one, and it disturbed Scrooge more than he would own. He dismissed it quickly, but the thought of Marley had put him out of temper, and he soon retired for the night. "'Tis on this fateful night that you and I are allowed to peek into Scrooge's life. He seems to be having a dream. Or shall we say, maybe a nightmare.
do you want with me?
Much!
Can you sit down?
I can.
I think you'd better.
You don't believe in me.
I don't.
Why do you doubt your senses?
Because little things affect them. A slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheap. You could be an undigested bit of beef, a blob of mustard, crumb of cheese, a fragment of an underdone potato. Why, there are more phrases engraved about you, man.
Mine! Will you listen to me or not?
I will, but what do you want with me, Jacob?
I have come to warn you. Listen to me. It is appointed to every man once to die, and after that, the judgment.
What do you mean, Jacob? Why are you fettered?
Not only am I doomed to eternity in torment, but I must bear this chain I forged in life. Yes, I made it myself, link by link, yard by yard, I girded it on of my own free will, and of my own free will, I wore it. Is its pattern strange to you? Your own coil was as full and as heavy and as strong as this 7 Christmas Eves ago. You believe on it, sir. It is a ponderous chain.
No. Jacob, speak comfort to me, please.
I have none to give. That must come from other regions. Captive, bound, double-ironed am I. For in life my spirit never wandered beyond our counting house.
What?
And no space of regret can make amends for one life opportunities misused. Such was I. Such was I.
But we were just good men of business, Jacob.
Business? Business? Mankind was our business. The common welfare should have been our business. The dealings of our trade were but a drop of water in the comprehensive ocean. Our business.
What have they done to you, Jacob?
It is at this time of the rolling year that I suffer most. Why did I walk through crowds of people with my eyes turned to the ground, never raised to that blessed star which led the wise men to a humble abode? Were there no poor homes to which its light might have conducted me?
Jacob!
Hear me, Ebenezer. My time with you is nearly done. I have come to warn you that you have yet an opportunity and a hope of escaping my judgments.
You were always such a good friend to me, Jacob.
You will be visited by 3 spirits.
Is this the opportunity that you mentioned?
It is.
I think I'd rather not.
Without their visit, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Expect the first when the bell tolls 1.
Couldn't we have them all at once and get it over with?
Say no more, Ebenezer. But remember, for your own sake, what has passed between us. Farewell. Farewell. Farewell.
Jacob, wait.
again, ladies and gentlemen, would you join us in singing the first verse of this beautiful Christmas carol? Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly
Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold to me?
I am.
Who or what are you?
I am the spirit of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, your past.
Why do you trouble me? What business brings you here?
Oh, Ebenezer Scrooge. You seek profit, do you not?
That is why I am here. To show you profit that has eluded you all these years. Your profit.
Yes, your welfare.
Ah, my welfare would be better served with a good night's sleep.
Oh dear. That's not likely tonight.
Aww.
Your reclamation then. Rise and walk with me. Bear but a touch of my hand, and we shall be upheld through time together.
Do you remember this place?
Why, yes, it's my old school, but I was but a boy here. How?
This is all but a shadow of what once was. We are invisible. None shall know of our presence.
Oh, the place is deserted. How nice it would have been to have seen Jack and Arthur and Thomas again.
Not quite deserted. A solitary lad, neglected by his friends, is left here still.
Sorry I can't say goodbye, Em, but I'll see you next term. Have a jolly holiday with your family. Merry Christmas, Jack. Merry Christmas? Bah!
I forgot it was Christmas.
Your lip is trembling.
Oh, drafty school. Always cold, you know. Poor boy, though, I would have liked to have...
Ebenezer! Ebenezer?
Time!
Oh, Ebenezer! Dear brother! That is you, Sir Rudolph here? Whoever brings you here? I have come to bring you home, dear brother. To bring you home. Home! Oh, home, Dad? Yes. Of course. Turn for the nose. I'm back like never. Ebenezer. Father's so much kinder than he used to be. That home is like heaven. For you, perhaps. Father doesn't even know what I look like anymore. Of course, little friend, I don't know you now. You've become quite a lady. Have I indeed? Aye. You look much like Mama did. Perhaps that is why Father's changed his mind towards you.
Ebenezer! I asked Father just once more if he might come home. And this time he said, yes, you should. So he sent me in a coach to bring you. And you're never to come back here anymore. And you're never to be lonely ever again. Never? Never again as long as I live. Then you must forever fan. Anyone loves me as you do. Nonsense. Everyone loves you. Not everyone. You must with your father. Please, Eb. Forget the past. For my sake. Dear sister, I'll do anything for you. All right, I'll come. Oh, thank you, Ed. Now let's go get your things. I'll show you where they are. This should be the merriest Christmas we've ever had.
Always a delicate creature, your sister.
But she had a large heart.
Indeed. She died quite young, but had, as I think, one child.
Yes, she died giving birth to my nephew Fred.
She died as your mother died, giving life. Come, we have much more to see this night. What of this place? Do you know it?
Was I not apprenticed here? My Fezziwig, bless his heart, Fezziwig alive again.
Yo, hold there, Dick. That's enough. Asa, Ebenezer, no more work tonight.
Dick Wilkins, yes. He was always very attached to me, was Wilkins.
But, sir, it's 2 hours yet till closing.
Yes,
There's
I
still
know
so
that.
much work.
But it's Christmas Eve, and we'll close up early, and you'll both come back for the party tonight, won't you?
The party.
You don't have other plans now, do you?
As a matter of fact, sir,
And you did, will you come?
I don't know, sir. I promised to join Mr. Scrooge.
I fancy there's a young lady involved.
yes, sir.
Did you know about this?
Aye, sir.
Oh, to be young again. Well, by all means, bring it to the party. Will you come?
Yes, sir, I
And
believe
you
we
did.
shall.
Yes, indeed, sir.
Wunderbar! Mrs. Fezziwig will be so delighted. You know, she always looks forward to these sorts of occasions when she can get the whole family together. And I cannot see having a Christmas party for the whole company without the two of you there. I shall see you there.
Thank you, sir.
Ah! I almost forgot. A little Christmas bonus for two of the finest, hardest working lads in all of London. I consider it an honor and a privilege to have you in my employ. And I wish you both a very Merry Christmas. See you tonight.
Thank you, sir. Tonight.
Thank you very much, sir.
It's Christmas Eve, Ebenezer.
Why, so it is. What do you say we get this place cleared away for that party?
Ah, ship shape, as old Fezzy would say.
Was there ever such a man as old Fezziwig?
Never. I've never worked for such a man. He's more of a father than employer. So thoughtful.
Thoughtful. Oh yes, I'll say. And generous.
Aye, I could work for him forever and ever. And there's a single chap in all of London who wouldn't say the same thing.
You know, Dick, I believe you're right about that. Well, let's be off.
A small matter to make your heart so full of gratitude.
Small?
Certainly. He has spent but a few pounds of mortal money, made no business connections, gained no profit. Is that so much that he deserves this praise?
No, that isn't it at all. Why, he has the power to make us happy or unhappy, our service of pleasure or toil. His power lies in words and in looks and little things too small to mention, but the joy that he gives, it's as if it cost a fortune. And
What's the matter?
nothing really.
Something, I think.
Just wish I had my clock here so I could have a word or two with him, that is all.
This was a happy Christmas for you. However, happiness not built on a solid foundation cannot last. We come come now to another Christmas.
Oh no, not this.
Hello, Belle. Sorry I'm late.
Don't. It matters little to you. So very little.
I beg your pardon. You know this season of the year and the nature of my business. It's imperative just now that I spend my time wisely.
And spending that time with me brings you no profits.
I didn't say that.
Ebenezer, a golden idol has displaced me in your heart.
Oh, humbug. Belle, you don't understand the demands of business. One cannot rise in society without wealth.
But I do understand this. All of your hopes have merged into the one hope of wealth. I have seen every noble aspiration that I have loved you for fall off one by one until the master passion, gain, profits, engrosses you.
You condemn the pursuit of wealth with such severity, and yet there is nothing on which the world is so hard as poverty.
You fear the world too much. You strive so hard to be safe from their contempt. But have we not been given a hope that is greater than this world? Beyond this world?
Yes, that's all very well for sitting in church, Belle, but we live in the world. Wealth is a desirable commodity, of course, but it's so much more than that. Belle, money is status. Perhaps I have changed in my business dealings as I have grown much wiser. But what then? I'm not changed towards you.
But you are, indeed. Our contract is an old one, made when we were both poor and content to remain so. When it was made, you were another man.
I was a boy.
Yep. Your own feeling tells you that you are not now what you once were. But I am. That which promised happiness when we were one in heart is fraught with misery now that we are two. You have turned away from God, and you have pulled away from me.
In what way?
In a changed nature, in an altered spirit, in another way of life, another hope at its great end, in anything that made my love of any worth or value in your sight.
But people change, Belle. The world changes and society, life itself, demands that we follow. If we refuse to change with the times, then the years will just leave us behind.
And if I will not change, what then? If you were free today, and there was never anything between us, would you, who weigh everything but gain, still seek out to go without a proper family, without a penny to her name, and try to win her heart? I know you would not, my love.
You would think not.
I would gladly think otherwise, if I could. Oh, how often and how keenly I have thought of this. I will not say. It is enough that I have thought of it. I release you, Ebenezer, with a full heart for the love of him you once were.
Well, that is what you wish.
What I wish. Goodbye, Ebenezer. If wealth may cheer and comfort you in time to come, as I would have tried to do, then may you truly be happy in the life you've chosen.
Belle,
Wait,
come back.
wait, please,
Belle,
come
it's
back. Belle, wait.
Belle?
Go after her. You fool.
How differently you see yourself now.
Not so different.
There was one shadow more.
No, show me no more. Conduct me home. Why do you torture me?
I have told you these are the shadows of Christmas past. That they are what they are, do not blame me.
I have seen enough.
Have you, Ebenezer? Your sister asked you to forget the past, but you held tightly to all the pain, all the heartache. In doing so, you forgot instead all the joy and the love you were offered.
What did they profit me?
You did not wait to see. Come.
No, I cannot bear any more.
You must. One shadow more.
No, not here, Spirit.
Yes. Here. Mr. Scrooge, thank you for coming.
She's my sister, and she sent for me. What else would I do? May I see her now?
Yes, but please try not to excite her.
Oh, of course not. Fan?
Ebenezer, I sent for you.
Yes, I'm here now. Everything's all right.
Yes. Promise me.
I promise you anything, dear sister, but there isn't any need for promises. You're going to get well again.
No.
Yes, you are. You must.
Dear brother, now I'm going home.
You are home, Fan.
Ebenezer, I'm going to die.
No, you're not, Fan. Listen to me. You're going to get well again. You hear me? You're not going to die. You're going to get well.
Please.
No, who do you think you are? Filling her head with the idea of death. She isn't going to die.
Please.
No, but she isn't going to die.
Please, sir, for her sake and the baby.
The baby? No, not for a child. My sister will not die for some child.
Spirit, why have you brought me here? Have no mercy, no pity, and...
Dear brother, promise me.
No, I can't.
You'll take care of the boy. My little Frederick. Don't let him go away, Eb. Thank you. Promise me. Promise.
You paid for her child's upbringing, but that was all. And every Christmas you spent alone, so did he. You, his only kin, and this, your sister's dying wish.
Forgive me, man. Please, forgive me. I won't leave. I beg of you.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, there will be a 20-minute intermission. Refreshments are in the lobby. Thank you, and enjoy.